My favourite range for stick fighting, sporting or otherwise, is long range, where I can hit them with my stick and the fewest of my targets are exposed to their counter strikes. But what if we have to start close? What if they hit me back? What if the stick's in my left hand? Now, all of those are obviously intolerable nightmares. Unless we train for. And that's what we're going to do in this solo training video today. Got your stick and enough space? Let's go. Okay, good. Ready to move on? Everybody got one stick and enough space to swing it without breaking anything? Or the other way of saying it is only break the things that you plan to break beforehand. Just to begin with, we're going to do something really nice and simple. I'm just going to swing in like the X shape. Really easy, you can do it continuously. This is kind of shouldery warm-uppy thing. Or you can make it into pairs. 1, 2, move a little bit. 1, 2. You can start backhand. 2, 1. 2, 1. You can make them into threes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it, 1 minute, let's go. If you don't have a stick, you're just going to pretend that you've got one in your hand and you're going to swing your hand like hammer fists. Same motion, same body rotation and everything. Good. 10 seconds left. Switch to the left hand. Left hand now, same thing. Let's go. So just swinging the X downward diagonals. Can be forehand and backhand, backhand and forehand. Could be in continuous motion. Could be in twos or threes. If you got space to move. Nice. If you're a little tight on space, then making these motions smaller, almost like a chop and then back, chop and then back. That's okay as well. All depends on your context, where you are. I have the luxury of space, so I can really try to reach out now. That's it. 10 seconds left. And time. Okay. Very nicely done. We're going to do almost the same thing. Have a stick in my right hand. I'm going to go backhand, forehand. I'm going to put the middle of the stick on my belly, grab the other end with my left hand, let go with the right hand, backhand, forehand, belly, double grab, backhand, forehand, belly, grab, backhand, forehand. Everyone kind of follow? Do you all need to see it again?
So do you start with the stick in your dominant hand?
Yep. I'm going to go...
I'm left-handed, so...
Cool. So if you're starting with the left-handed, you're going to go backhand, forehand, put the middle of the stick right on your belly button, grab the other end with your left hand. There you go, backhand and forehand, stick in the belly button, other end, back, forehand, middle, forehand. Okay, just going to wrap this out a little bit. Backhand, forehand, middle, backhand, forehand, belly button, backhand, forehand, belly button, backhand, forehand, belly button, backhand, forehand, belly, backhand, forehand, belly. Good. Now the idea here is we're obviously switching which hand the stick is in. Oh, this doesn't show up very well. Look at a different one. There, that's a bit better. We're switching which hand the stick is in, and changing hand switches, they can be super complicated all the way through to nice and easy. And they're a bit of a skill kind of trick or skill game to be able to change them over smoothly. So I can change by grabbing the same end. Changing. So there's a moment here where we're kind of two-handed, and then I take the other hand off. But the one we're doing is it's grabbing the other end. So we've got a moment where I'm holding both ends, and it's tricky to do if the stick is floating out here, because I have to look at it, work out where it is, and then grab the end. But it's easier to do if it's touching me, because I have more sensory knowledge about where the stick is. Because if in my head, well, if you've been swinging a stick for long enough now, you kind of know that it's roughly rigid and about in a straight line. And I know where my right hand is, down here, and I know where my belly is, over here. So I know that the rest of it is going to be roughly over there, kind of. So if it's touching me, it's going to be easier to find without having to look for it.
There's a Baritsu guard that's kind of like that, a mock opponent, and you go from there to there. Yeah. Yeah, the mock pull for attacking sides.
Yes, for channeling people from either side. And that's pretty cool. I probably wouldn't recommend indexing on your head to to pick that up, because luckily we've all got abs of steel, and this is extra conditioning instead of sit-ups, because I hate sit-ups, they're well boring. But this kind of indexing on my body somewhere, for me, makes it easier to find where the stick is and change which hand it's in. And they're all kind of tricks like parlor games, but the benefit I see of it is in a Scrabble, in some kind of scramble where you don't quite know where something is and you've grabbed it in a weird way, you can get your grip back to something more optimal, like more easily without having to look. So if for whatever reason I've grabbed the stick in some weird way, I can kind of feel that there's an end here and there's a middle here, and so I can actually re-grab it there. Whereas if it's like floating out somewhere, it's harder for me to pay attention to grab the right end. So, back to the drill. Backhand, forehand on the belly, switch, backhand, forehand on the belly. We're going to add something now. Doing for time. Oh, perfect, 8:40. When it's on the belly and I've got two hands on there, I'm just going to smash it in the person's face. Backhand, forehand, fumbled it, smash. Switch hands, backhand, forehand on the belly. Smash. Now I'm in the right hand. Backhand, forehand, belly, smash. Left hand, backhand, forehand, belly, smash. So if you want to do this, if you've got space to advance, similar with the kind of Dracula elbow thing here, I'm going to drive that in aggressively and hide my head behind it, rather than be like, here you are. Nope, I'm going to dive in towards you like I'm headbutting you, but I've got my stick in the way here. Backhand, forehand, belly, smash. Backhand, forehand, belly, smash. Backhand, forehand on my belly, smash. Backhand, forehand on my belly, smash. Okay, let's see it. Good. Can we add just a little bit more to it now? I've taken my bag down. Okay. So when we're in the middle here, and I've gone a big smash to the face, I'm going to rake past with this puño, and then stab forwards with that end. So what I'm thinking of when I'm doing like a puño rake, puño being the short end of the stick, is almost like I've got a knife in reverse grip and I'm slicing, or I'm doing an elbow. Slice, stab. Elbow, hammer, or with the stick, I'm going to rake and then jam. So now when it's in two hands, smash to the middle, rake it past, jam in with the end, and then backhand, forehand on the belly. Smash, rake on the other side, jam with the end, backhand, forehand on the belly. So the kind of closer quarters element is now pushing the back. I'm going to hit and hit and then move and swing. So what we're building here is like a loop of, I'm in too close and I don't like it, so I'm going to try and bash them backwards here, and then I'm going to hurt them by raking them with the end, smash them with the short end, and then go back to striking at long range. Because I want to be able to use this at long range because it reduces my targets that are reachable. So I'm going to smash, rake, hit, slice. Smash, rake, puño, and back to it. Smash, rake, puño, back to swinging long range. Smash, rake, puño, swing long range. Smash, rake, puño, swing. Smash, rake, puño, and swing. Smash, rake past, puño, and swing. Good. So this rake is like I'm scraping this end right across their face. There it is. And hang my bag back up. That rake is like I'm ripping right past. But can you see how I'm covering my chin in a very similar manner to this one? Because we are in close, and even though I've got a stick, there's a difference between all this being open and me doing the same kind of hits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's kind of the same technique, but it's not the same attitude. So I need my attitude to be fighting someone, I'm in close, they're trying to hurt me, I don't want that to happen. So I need to be forward like a spear. Here we are. I also need to be vicious with my rake, like I'm trying to elbow someone. And there it is. Now I'm using this rake here, there. But I'm still covering my chin, and I've got some form of defensive barrier here while I do it. 1, 2. 1, 2. And now this whole thing is going to run into them. 1, 2. Take it. And I let go. Now I'm going to swing. And whatever swinging where you... No. Okay, let's see it. You guys get some reps in? Let's have a look. Good. So in the end, the thing we started with, this kind of long range swinging, I mean, obviously you can use all the types of long range hitting that you know, including kind of swaying and hitting the leg, arcos and all that kind of thing. What we started with is actually the end part of where we want to get to, and thinking about being somewhere close where I've got my object that obviously, you know, when I carry my stick down here, I can clear, draw, 2 hands, smash, rake, stab, Obviously I don't have a stick that I carry around with me. Smash, rake, stab, and maybe after then I can go back to striking at long range. So this for me is a really awesome way of using an umbrella as an improvisable weapon. Yeah, so that was a subtly different use of stick to what I kind of normally do. I normally do like striking patterns and stuff, blocking, more like traditional, Kali or Screamer style. But this in close and uncomfortable position to try and use a stick from, I need to make some space, hurt something, make a bit more space, while keeping my defensive structures here, that one, and then strike. That's what I wanted to add on. So I hope you enjoyed that part. Fantastic! Great job switching hands and blending close to long range. And a bit of force practice with the wrong hand. I do hope you stick around for the next part where we're going to put this motion into an empty hands Filipino boxing context, and with some details on the limb destruction and how to make it work better, as well as a pretty nasty follow-up. You'll see. Shine on, superstar.